Eastside Works is located in Vancouver's downtown Eastside. There is extreme poverty down here, a lot of mental health and addictions issues.
Being on the downtown Eastside is rough mentally.
What was missing for people in the neighborhood was services so that they could access employment.
There's a lot of folks here that looks like they can't actually get a job, and they maybe can't get full-time work, even part-time work, but they can do some work.
Before Eastside Works, my self-esteem wasn't as high as it could be. Struggling a bit with alcohol and mental health issues. Sometimes my anxiety would get so high that I would say, well, I'm not going to work today. And yeah, I struggled quite a bit.
A lot of people feel like people don't show up for work because they don't want to actually commit to a job, or they're too lazy. Most of the time what we figure out is that people have lived through an incredible amount of trauma and very challenging lives, and they're really terrified to fail for what they feel like is the 500th time.
What people need to be able to thrive in their work is that they have somebody to go to when they're having those days where they're struggling. Having that person there is going to be really, really critical for this to be successful.
Eastside Works, I think the space itself is so open and so accessible, which is something that people in this community need and want. And you've got the art, and you've got people greeted at the front door. So that atmosphere just kind of brings your mood up.
It's nice. I mean, when I first walked into Eastside Works, I was very impressed. It was exactly what I needed.
Employment's like a fast-moving train. So we're trying to slow the train down so that people can actually get on and actually move along what we call the income generation continuum. Maybe they start with 4 hours a week of work, and maybe they can move to 8 hours, and then maybe eventually to something that's more permanent part-time. Or maybe they only work 4 hours a week, but that's 4 more hours than they did before.
Finding the type of flexibility that I need in an easygoing sort of forum. And in spite of the fact it's only 2 days a week steady, my life has changed quite a bit.
I think the difference with Eastside Works is they give their clients more challenging stuff. They do a lot of one-on-one, and they reach out, and they're really diverse, where some of the other companies, you know, they have the work, but they don't really look into the mental health or the abuses they might have suffered, or even their physical health, where I think Eastside Work does.
We really have to work alongside with them, support them, and when they stumble and fall, be able to work with them to get back up and to try again, to build their confidence.
Working with Eastside Works made me believe myself that if they think I can do it and they're supporting me, then I can do it.
By recognizing to meet people where they're at, provide them with the supports that they need, they can become able to take care of themselves. They've always wanted to do that, but the door hasn't been open for them. Now that door is open, and that door is Eastside Works.
The structure has helped me in other aspects of my life. Like I go to the gym on a regular basis, which I didn't do before. I'm more active. I joined a softball team, which I wouldn't have done before because of anxiety. So it's really changed my outlook. And I think that's one of their #1 goals, not just getting you back to work, but improving your quality of life.
Employment is just one intervention in a very complicated life. And so we are trying to find other partnerships and other programs that we can work with to support people in other things like their mental health or their housing, etc. Because without all of these other things working together, our intervention isn't actually going to be successful.
I went to Eastside Works to talk about the employment readiness program. It turned out to be a really awesome dialogue about what we could do and we'll collaborate more. I mean, the general openness of the people that are running the space is just really great overall.
They say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to actually make all of this come together and make the difference that we can. You know, be the change. Well, this is the opportunity to be that change.
The more people that we have that are engaged in our project, the better chance that we have to actually make this successful. So we really want to hear from folks from across the province, from across the country, in various disciplines. We're really excited about this project. We really think that it's going to have some impact, and we really want your feedback and your input and your participation in this.